Hey Deadgrinners, this is Deadgrin. Welcome to Deadgrin's Customs. Today's episode will focus on my custom Marvel Legends Red Hood. Now, I took initial inspiration from Hot Cheeto Fingers. He recently made his Red Hood out of Punisher. But, in talking with him, he showed me a picture of the very first one he made, which was basically this was a Star-Lord. He used the Marvel Legends Star-Lord as the base body, and then he just built on it. I basically did the same thing. I have two versions of Star-Lord from Marvel Legends Star-Lord. I have the one that came with a short leather jacket, and then the one with the long leather jacket. After weighing up the options for both of them, I decided to go with the short version. It just looks more like the traditional Red Hood that I like. One tip that he did tell me was to cut off, using an X-Acto knife, this part of the jacket, because it actually stuck out like all the way through here, and that way you can't really see the logo on his chest. So what I did, I sanded away the decal that he had on his chest. I'm sanding a little bit on his ab section. That way, when I do apply paint, it doesn't rub off as easy. And then what he used, I guess, was like he sculpted a head, like, and it was pretty good. He told me to use we can use a prowler head if you have one. I don't have the prowler, so what I ended up doing instead, I looked through my fodder. And I saw that I had a Gold Ranger, a Bandai Gold Ranger helmet. So I tried to put it on the head, but it wouldn't fit. So I had to Dremel a little bit on the neck hole that he has, and just by drilling off a little bit using my Dremel, I was able to make it fit. And I mean, it looks perfect on him. The only thing is still the Gold Ranger helmet. So what I did is I used Milliput putty and I sculpted what you see on his face. When I initially started it kind of did look like Jiren from Dragon Ball. And then I looked through a bunch of Red Hood designs, and I could have made a couple of different ones, but I decided to go with this one. This is just like mix a little bit of some of the ones that the more prominent ones that I've seen. I added some detail. Let's see if I can. There you go. I added the lines going down his eyes and over his head. I added his brow so he can look a little bit more angry. And with the rest of the middle put that I had, I made the Batman logo that he has on his chest. That's eventually going to be colored red. So not that much that I did to it. One also a little detail that you have to take off are like these pegs that stick out through his pants. Those hold his the Star-Lord like blasters that he has. Well, I had to sand those down. I've seen a couple of customs online where they used like Stone Cold Steve Austin knee pads for the holster. They just remove the top. I don't have the Stone Cold Steve Austin one, but I do have some knee pads from, I think, a Triple H and a Big Cass. So I'm going to probably end up cutting those up to make my gun holsters. But yeah, man, this is like quite easy, like the easiest one I've made as far as my customs go. But it's one that I really want, man. I love the Red Hood. The character is awesome. Everybody who doesn't know, it's Jason Todd, one of Batman's ex Robins. Died. He got put into a Lazarus pit and got resurrected back as himself. But when he came back to Gotham, he took up the mantle of the Red Hood, and he's more of a vigilante, like an anti-hero. Not so much like Batman, but more in the lines of like Punisher, basically. There's a bunch of different styles that he's gone through, and a bunch of different looks, and so it's really up for you to decide what elements you want to keep and what elements you want to do different. One thing I might do, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet, but I want to remove these and make them like Batman gloves, almost like Batman gloves extend all the way up like to the elbows. So I'm gonna look through my folder and see if any of those would look good on him, and then just build up the 3 spikes that he has, like Batman has on the sides, just to make mine a little different, because I want him to be a Deadgrin Customs Red Hood. I don't want him to just to be like basically me trying to copy somebody else's, like, because I saw a bunch of traditional looking ones and some really good ones, you know, and they all use different techniques, different bodies, different styles of figures. Some of them use like I said, Marvel Legends. Other ones have used Black Series, what's it called, Black Series Star Wars figures. I've seen them use SH Figure Arts. There's a bunch of different figures that you can use. I'm using the Marvel Legends, and specifically the Star-Lord, Marvel Legends Star-Lord. So that's just gonna be me, guys. This is the first part of a series. I know I was gonna have the Janemba video by now, but you know, I'm still working on him. I'm still trying to finish him, and I'll probably be done with him tonight when I come back from work. I'm probably just gonna add the last couple of touches and probably make another video. But yeah, guys, so that's my Deadgrin's Customs Red Hood part 1. If you guys like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video. Make sure you Gallic gun that notification bell. And don't forget to visit the Frankenculture website at frankenculture.com. Those guys have a little bit of everything. So they have some video games reviews, video game content. They also have comic book content, anime content, a little bit of everything for everyone, guys. So if you guys, you know, visit the website, make sure you visit all the other contributors. I'm sure you'll find something that interests you. And you guys can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. They're all over the place. You can follow me on those same platforms. And for everybody watching this in the morning, good morning. For everybody else, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.